Hello everyone, welcome back to my Unreal Engine tutorial series on how to create an open world game. So today what I am going to do is I'm going to fix some issues that I have with my evading system. For example, when the enemy is attacking, if I press the evade, he moves back and I am moving back with the character, moving back and aside with the force. But the problem with this approach is due to this force and depending on other factors like the slope of the ground, the amount that this character will be pushed back, the distance pushed back will be differed. So that's not good. Sometimes it will go further and sometimes it will not go that much further. Right, also even if I press the evade button, when my character is in a close proximity, he will get hit, just like that happened now. So yeah, so still this character got hit even if I had pressed the evade button. So that's not good. Okay, so let's solve those problems. So first I'll open my character, the human character, and under that the first problem is the moving my character aside for the dodging with the force. So instead of adding a force, I think I should move this character with the code. So for now, under the tick, there is this evade section, and with that evade section, this is where I add the impulse. I am adding an impulse on each tick if this dodging variable is true. So I'll ignore this part for now, and here this is where I play that swoosh sound and add that set that dodging to true. So in here I'll do something like this. I'll move the capsule component of this character into along this evade direction, but this is direction. I'll multiply this with some amount, let's say 300 meters or 200 meters, and for the rotation I'll keep the same rotation, get relative rotation, and yeah, here I have only 0.03 time. I think I'll leave this like this. And for this relative location, I can't just put only this part. I should do a little calculation like this. This part is becoming a little messy, so I'll collapse this part with get evade direction, right? And get location, Now the character moves, but I need to make this my character look at the enemy's direction when this movement happens. For now it is moving like this. Whatever the direction he is facing, he just moves like this. So that's not good, so it doesn't look good enough. So how can I rotate that? Well, instead of rotating, I'll just snap. So I can get, this is the evade direction, and I can get the rotation from this evade direction. Actually, I need the rotation to the opposite direction of this evade direction, because in that way I can make my character look at the enemy. So multiply it with the -1 and make rotation from X, and then I'll set rotation, set world rotation with that, like this. Let's check how this works. Go to the character, press space. Okay, he quickly look at the enemy's direction like this. Right, so now I already have this animation. The sword, I should have this, yeah, this one, this dive backward animation. So since my character is automatically looking at the enemy character, I think I should be able to play this animation now. And also there is no footwork involved because I am moving my character with this node, so it does not involve the footwork. Okay, so let's play that montage here. Play any montage and stand in dive. Backward. Let's put pay rate to 2. Let's see how that looks. Okay, press right. The dive animation works properly, but we have a side problem because this character movement does not match with the animation. So how can we solve that? Actually, let's do something like this. So only let's look at this animation from the side. So I think only this part is enough. What do you think? Yeah, so only this part would be enough. Just character bends like this and get back on the feet. So to be safe, I already have create a duplicate, and by setting the start time and the end time of the animation like this, I have make this animation montage. So that is called the evade montage. So let's play that and see how it looks. I think that's better. Also, you can play with this blend in time and blend out time, blend out trigger time, so things like these, and you can find the proper balance, so when to start and when to blend out from that animation. That's not good enough, so I'll put something like 0.1. That's also not good enough. I'll put try 0.2. Yeah, I think I can be happy there. So and one more thing. Now let's work on that. When I'm evading, I should not get hit. So I have to do that on my check hit method, which is where is the check hit? It should be here, right? So now here I only get check this is blocking, so I should check also is evading as well. So let's open my blueprint interface and I'll change this method to blocking or evading and add two outputs. Right, now I have to implement it here. For the human, there are no. Well, I can return blocking and evading. Wait, I think I have an evade variable. Why it's not showing here? This variable, it's dodging, not evading, so I'll change this. Okay, blocking, no dodging, and blocking, return blocking and dodging. Alright, now I should be able to check that in my get hit method, which is here, and here now I get this blocking, and also I have this evading. Actually I forgot to change that. This should be dodging. I hope that I don't have to re-implement it. Yeah, I do. Okay, now let's go to check hit, and here I get this dodging output, so I have to do another branch here, and if 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿 is false, it should go here, and if 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿 is true, it should go where? Well, it should not, it doesn't have to go anywhere. So this is where, this is what happens when I am out of hit range. So nothing, I am not doing anything. So here also I don't have to do anything after this point if my enemy or opponent is 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿. So let's check how it works. Right. Attack. Okay. So I was quite close to the enemy character, but since I was okay, now I forgot to, I couldn't touch on time. Right. Right. Well, that time it actually worked, but I was too late to press dodge button. Okay, right. Now I think okay, but still have a problem with this unblockable attacks. Let's check what the issue is. Where do I have this unblockable thing? Yeah, right here. Actually, that happens because with this unblockable attack I have multiple check hits, and this 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿, where is 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿? Yeah, here. This 𝐂𝐻𝐻𝐿 lasts only for 0.2 seconds. So let's add some extra minutes, extra time here. More than 0.2 second, I'll add another 0.3. And let's check if that works. Okay, I still got hit from the second time. That's because that is an unblockable and I wasn't dodging at that time. Alright, but I can't. Well, then all I have to do is check in the hit range, decrease in the hit range. But anyway, I think yeah, I think this is good enough for now. At least it is working for this blockable attack. Right. And yeah, that's all for today. That's all I'm going to do for today, and let's continue to improve these effects in the upcoming episodes as well until we get it 100% correct. And as always, this episode is sponsored by these generous Patreons. Thank you very much for the support you guys are giving me. Also, if you like to support my work, you can get the membership of my Patreon club in patreon.com, and there you can get the membership, and depending on the membership you will have privileges like access to source codes and other stuff I am posting there. Okay, see you in the next episode. Goodbye.